I didn't want to do pink hair. I messed up Gwen's pink. It was supposed to be cotton candy. I messed up. She loved it. Wait a minute. I'm playing a different game here. I'm only going to do haircuts.
Welcome to another episode where we answer the question, who is your neighbor? And we ask, what is your story? And now, your host, LJ.
How you doing, Chris?
Good. Just finished up. Here we have a big, huge 4th of July event, but it happened on yesterday on the 2nd.
Right.
And we just walked to it, parked my car directly underneath. We watched the whole thing. We were like the first people involved in line, just with the kids, that God thing.
Right.
Just wow, I can't believe this just happened. Perfect, I finished this month.
All right. So
Kids,
here,
man.
Yeah.
Kids, man. I got 2 small ones I'm 56, and I got an 8 and a 12-year-old. It's like man.
Yeah, I worked in a child protective shelter.
Yeah.
And we had this one kid, and he was taken away from his mom because she wasn't mentally there.
Right.
But he was just fine. And but the house there was all girls.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought me in to watch over them and stuff. And
mm-hmm.
and so I would always read him a bedtime story, and just the one night, after I said goodnight, he told me, no, I love you. And that just, hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids coming from a broken home, man. It's I didn't come from a broken home.
Right.
I have broken parents, and
okay.
that meant more. You know what I mean? Broken parents. I understand it. Like, my mom was broken, but she survived it and raised us and made sure that we knew about the broken people out there. We had incidences with me, my father. He was heavy-handed, but so was my mom. But I had a couple up the street, Bung Chitums, took me in, and they took me in for about like a year and a half. I was at their house completely. They fed me every morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, basically. Gave me a watch to know what time I had to be there if I wanted food, kind of thing. And after a while, it was at the end of my parents divorcing each other. I just happened to have the right people next to me, which me and my mom became roommates and best friends in the world. But we had some really down times because of anger,
Right.
Yeah, crazy times.
Yeah,
How was it when you were there?
Yeah, I was pretty lucky myself. Right.
You got to help these kids and everything, but they're not yours.
Right.
You give everything to them, and then all of a sudden they're gone. That's how my sister just she took on like 4 kids, and little teeny kids. The mother got all the kids taken away, and the father wasn't around. So she said, no, I'm going to take on these kids until the woman gets straight, and did that. You know what I mean? Wow. I sent her clothes and stuff like that. That was a little bit. My sister took on the whole deficit, but then had to watch the kids go. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to watch the kids. You can't stick around. You're bandaging their wounds. Then they go, That's a sad one. Like, I don't want to see someone else's dog. What, you know what I mean? When someone watches someone's dog until they die, it's like, oh, no.
Right.
No, that ain't me. It's me, but it's like, oh, letting something alone. That God thing, man. Every time I'm up Poops Creek, it's always, oh, Jesus, can you help me figure out where I've already been taught this one? So how do I make it happen? How do I help through this? Or how do I keep myself sane? 57 years, 56. Had to learn something. What's funny is someone says, "So God thing." People go, "Oh, I never knew you were so into God." I'm like, when did you think I wasn't? Because I was crazy. I was having a great time in life. You know what I mean?
Right. So I got some questions for you here.
Go for it.
All right. The first one was just I've been doing some investigating, and I came up with this.
Here's 5 questions your neighbor wants to know.
All right. And let me share a screen with you here. Got
I
stuff
know you're
on
working
loop.
it out. My best vacation I ever taken, Cabo San Lucas by myself.
Cool.
I would get up and just go by myself without anybody. Just get on a plane, go, show up. I got Cabo San Lucas on my neck.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. So I wish I did more of that.
You know, one day I just learned how to do it. One day I had an ex-girlfriend that always wanted to travel, so she made me travel. And after that, when it was over, I got yeah, Persian girl. I dated this Persian girl, Seema. She would always go on vacations, always plan it. With a bunch of friends, we'd all be going, and wasn't as fun as going by yourself.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. I don't like doing anything with anybody but my kids. Honestly, don't like doing anything. Don't like walking around with. Yeah.
I'm big at going to movies.
Yeah.
Going to the movies by myself and stuff.
Oh, I do that all the time. Going to the movies by myself opened me up to a lot of. I'm not lonely. I'm bored. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm not sad. I need to get out of the house
And you always get to see the one that you want to see too.
without having to hear anybody. You don't have to. No one's bugging your popcorn. It's perfect. I know you're working it out. My best vacation I ever taken, Cabo San Lucas by myself.
Cool.
I would get up and just go by myself without anybody. Just get on a plane, go, show up. I got Cabo San Lucas on my neck.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. So I wish I did more of that.
One day I just learned how to do it. One day I had an ex-girlfriend that always wanted to travel, so she made me travel. And after that, when it was over, I got the bug, and I just kept on. You come back in here again? Go. Go on. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, Persian girl. I dated this Persian girl, Seema. She would always go on vacation, always plan it. With a bunch of friends, we'd all be going, and wasn't as fun as going by yourself.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. I don't like doing anything with anybody but my kids. Honestly, I don't like doing anything. I don't like walking around with. Yeah.
I'm big at going to movies.
Yeah.
Going to the movies by myself and stuff.
Oh, I do that all the time. Going to the movies by myself opened me up to a lot of. I'm not lonely. I'm bored. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm not sad. I need to get out of the house
And you always get to see the one that you want to see too.
without having to hear anybody. You don't have to. No one's bugging your popcorn. It's
I'll tell you a little secret. Right? Take the headphones with you and tell the manager that or worker there that you can't hear, and they'll give you a device to hear.
Mhm.
For your headphones.
It's better, huh?
Yeah, so you don't hear anyone eating. Anything.
I never thought about that.
Hey, I'm a little bit hard hearing, so
Mhm.
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, another question for you.
14. What's the best vacation you've ever taken?
Hey, man, so just do that.
15. If you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
He's a blast. They
Yeah.
say he's a blast. They say he's one of the like he's a blast. I want to see it. I love it.
Right.
That's not impossible. I could do something that make I could do something. You never know. I might meet.
Make sure you drop my name if you do meet him.
I will. Oh yeah, yeah. Friend Larry.
17. What's the last thing you did for the first time?
Well, the firework thing ain't my first time. The dedication on picking up, going in to get there was 100%. It was here. So if you weren't there, if you saw the bit, it was right here. And usually I'm further behind. This time I took initiative to figure out where it's going to be, how it's going to be, what it's going to be like, all that. That's my first time on that. But when it comes to the first thing I've done and the first time I had my lungs checked and it came out negative, made me happy. Never had my lungs checked.
Cool. Yeah.
What's the next one?
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Florida or Mexico? Florida. Florida. Yeah.
Cool.
It's America, white sand beaches, Florida.
Right.
Once. Huge waves once. It's massive. I
Right.
had the greatest time of my life. And one of my, I was out there surfing, and every time I get up, people were on the beach going, there was hundreds of people watching people surf. And it was just massive. It was awesome. And it's super warm. When it's warm, cold water, not with my joint.
Okay. And now just um, what do you find most motivating about your work, or rewarding actually about your
Make
work?
people feel good. But as they leave, you sit down in my chair, I'm able to get a perspective of their life quick. I'm able to help them out, you know, make it feel pretty. You make women feel pretty. I've been fighting for women to feel pretty all my life. You know what I mean? My mom was
Right.
beat by her first husband. It just, you know what I mean, just shelled a woman. And then she met my father and amped her up, you know? Uh, making girls feel pretty about themselves. I make every person pretty in my chair. Like, no matter what. They come in my chair, I make it look better than they sat down. You know what I mean? So I've learned the art of a little bit goes a long way. And when it comes to my profession, I walking into work, Just walking into work saying hello. I say good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, morning. I do it every day. And it's nonstop. I make people feel good. Some of my clients that I've had, they call me on the worst days. Um, can you help? Can you be at the house? Can you help? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to feel that I need to feel. You know what I mean? I've been blessed with the people that I've done. So, pretty cool.
Since you gotta go pretty soon, I just have like one more question for you. So, two questions.
Yeah.
Is there any particular accomplishments or achievements in your career that you're especially proud of?
I got sober at 22 and got the guitar. And I opened up to the band Sublime and No Doubt. A week later, I made Gwen Stefani blonde. Through that, I winded up making her pink, doing all those feathers on her, doing great haircuts, fun stuff. Uh, she met another hairstylist, Danilo. He's like a superstar during that time, and I was this long guy. 2 years, 3 years, 2 years of doing the pink hair. Um, I got a call from Pink. Can you do my hair? Yeah, yeah, I can. I can make it feel pretty. What do you need? So I wanted
What color you want?
yeah, pink. I had pink. That's it. I had the gallons of pink. I had pink and bleach, and it was simple and easy. That's something I knew how to do. Get you, figure it out. I'm coming to your house, in and out. Through that, I winded up getting videos like "Get the Party Started" was my first video. My second video was Jared Leto. He was blonde. Remember when he was platinum blonde? So if you look at his video caption, meeting him, so when brought me in, Pink put me on the mark, like as in like movies, TV. We were saying she was doing Janis Joplin, and I got to do that with Sophie Mueller. Not Sophie Mueller, the girl that did Decline of Western Civilization. I don't always forget her name. I'm just dropping her name right now. She was gonna do a movie called Janis Joplin. It didn't happen, but I was on set, so that was my first time. After that, I toured with Paris Hilton with her album um, when she was doing her publicity for that. And then I became her hairdresser, her and Nicole's hairdresser. I was already their hairdresser because of circumstances, friends, and people that I hang out with, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, now I'm on the Simple Life every morning. Doing Simple Life. Yeah, like greatest times of my life. Like, that's not that long ago. You know what I mean? Paris Hilton, one of the nicest people behind the scenes. Cold, gorgeous, beautiful, nice, funnier than hell. A lot of good friends. We have a lot of good friends. So kind of fun. Yeah,
So how nervous were you to your first celebrity? You know, you got your super thing hand.
never,
Never.
never, no, never. Not no. They're just a client with a head. I had a nervousness going into one of these big hair salons. One's called Freebay, and a guy named Bernard says, "Chris, she's through here because she doesn't know how to do it." He goes, "You right out, and you go out there and tell her you do not want to do her." And right, and I did. I'm not gonna do your hair. You're mean to me. You know what I mean? And the woman tipped me to do her hair. So I'm sorry. I said, okay. So I did her hair, made it beautiful. She came back in. She wound up being one of my clients for a while. Okay. Yeah. My blow dries were really good. So that was something that I had that women wanted. It says it like 80s, no one was doing pretty feathers, and now all of a sudden they wanted beautiful hair again. They didn't want grunge look. They wanted 2000 blow dry. I did the mold, and I just wanted Rita Wilson. I was doing Rita Wilson's hair. Um, man, Stella Warren, she's beautiful. Um, there's hundreds. 20 years of being in the right places, owning my salon in Malibu, Santa Monica, and the one in Beverly Hills. Each one of them, I did better. I mean, I did well, and each one of them I left professional. Just I would do something else. I had a partner for the salon, and in front of my kids, he did something he never did. Oh, let me see. All right, I got it.
Um, okay, just one final question, I guess. What would you give anyone or young people advice about um, growing up, doing their life, how to look at life?
Just find something you love to do that you can make money at, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you're a hairdresser, you can make a comb and sell it. You know what I mean? To your clients. There's as a hairdresser. I just kept on doing it. I just love to do it. I've been doing it since I was 12. Everyone in high school knew I was doing everyone's hair. I did a lot of people's hair in high school. So find passion and don't give it up. If it's not paying the bills, find something that pays the bills and keep doing the passion. But it will come together. You pick something smart, not underwater basket weaving, unless you want to be an amazing basket person. You know what I mean? If you want to be that person, be it. But how are you going to market it? That's something you have to go to school for. So learn how to market yourself as 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 your future company is going to be you. So definitely know that you can do anything. You can be the president of the United States. You can travel. You can do everyone's hair. You can do all. I did. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
something I did. And if you know my background, man, I'm a lazy person. So a lot of great times. My high school didn't stop. It kept on going. You know?
You do have a personality for this.
Yeah, I looked out, man. Oh yeah. Stop it. I was in church and I was in church and they asked me what gifts that God gave me. I said, I can do that. That was it. You know?
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, about you seem you're not nervous when you do a celebrity's hair at first. So, um, always been kind of shy and not getting out there. And I just learned, I don't put myself out there, but if I need to, if someone asks me to speak about something or teach about something, even though I don't want to do that, I don't want to just do it. And
Yeah. Yeah.
just,
I say yes. I say yes to stuff and I learn it and I help people learn. I learn with people. Can't.
yeah,
That's called growing. If you're not growing, I mean,
you're
always say
dying.
yes. Oh yeah, yeah. Always say yes to stuff that might make you work, push your envelope. You know, I didn't want to do pink hair. I messed up Wynn's pink. It was supposed to be cotton candy. I messed up. She loved it.
Right.
Worked out. God. She.
Right.
Oh, I gave away a Prince 45s that were from 1989 that were a special bootleg that he didn't approve, but it was everybody knew about it. And I gave it to my one of my friends, and it's worth money. I bought it for nothing. Somebody owed me money, so they bought me a bunch of Prince stuff back in '89. And I had all this private little Prince stuff, and I gave one of my friends it. It was pretty cool because he is a bigger fan of Prince than I am.
Yeah. I never really cared too much about um, who celebrities were and stuff. You know. Um, yeah, like seeing the bachelors and stuff. Yeah.
I
And
people were saying they were doing my work. That's the only reason I left Long Beach to go to Hollywood. People said that they were doing the pink centers on Gwen. And I called this one place up and said it online. And hey, you guys can't do this in Allure magazine. I called them up. Hey, you can't say this. I did. That's what happened. I got a retraction in somewhere, things here and there. Called Gwen. She said, "Chris, that's with Hollywood. That's just how it goes." Well, that's not the answer I want to hear. Next day, I got myself a job out in Beverly Hills. Oh yeah, I could do that in my head. I can do that. Oh, I get to do that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm playing a different game here. I'm only gonna do haircuts, blow dries. I'm gonna get 3 times more money. Then I wind up making just great money. You know what I mean? Door knock, door knock, door closes, door open, whatever. Just your dream. Or I would never thought I would be in Hollywood. I didn't want that. Now I ran. And I'm here in Texas.
Yeah. I was a assistant bodyguard for this CEO in
Mhm.
Laguna Beach, and it was sad that you know, I follow him and he's with his wife walking on the beach.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just make sure he's safe, you know. And, so
Feel that uncomfortable, man, I just moved. I just quit what I was doing and never, you know what I mean? I just take my money and hide. You know, if you're gonna, you know what I mean? That's it.
yeah, he took his personal bodyguard and he went travel around the world
Mm-hmm.
and never saw him again.
Yeah.
Just yeah, it's kind of sad. You have to create a bubble for these people.
Oh, I've been a part of it.
Yeah, I think God had other plans for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was um, when kind of happened when my back when I was building up my, you know, trying to get work, you know, doing bodyguard and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go to a place in Israel where they train bodyguards and Mossad agents and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and my back went out, and I didn't know it. Just arthritis, degenerated disc.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't walk, you know,
Yeah.
more than 10 feet without raised to my knees at the time.
Yeah.
And so my parents were getting older and stuff. My mom would forget to turn off the stove and stuff like that. And so basically, because just 9/11 happened, I would
Yeah.
have been, I've been working constantly and gone.
Yeah.
Um, but can't do that. And so, but I think God wanted me at home with my parents to make sure that they're okay and stuff.
It's all, it's all designed. When you're physically down, man, you know, it's what do? You know what I mean? You get scared when we're older. You know what I mean? And I had my babies in my 40s. I've broken back snapped. Uh, I jacked up certain things that I had jacked up later on in life. You know, soft tissue damage and my hips. Last night I walked probably about 2 miles total. My hips are killing me tonight. They're killing me, but I gotta stretch. I gotta work out. I gotta drink water. You know what I mean? I don't drink all the time. I don't do drunk or anything. So I take care of myself. And you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta try to figure out how to stretch. You know what I mean? So, oh, I sit on the floor all the time, constantly. You can walk in my house. Now I'll be on the floor on a yoga mat. Sometimes, you know, you got to take care of your health. You know what I mean? And when God calls you to do something, someone's at my door. When so when God calls you, He's always calling you to do something. Sometimes He's telling you to do nothing. The last 2 years,
Right.
all I did was nothing. I did nothing for 2.5 years. You know, I've been working recently for the first time. You know, no one got away from me. Everyone got punched in the face during COVID.
Right. Yeah. It's weird. And I thought that was only next a couple of weeks.
Everyone did.
It's on to,
I was on the conspiracy people. I was on the Alex Jones already. You know what I mean? 80% of his stuff is now true, proven, fact. Even the craziest stuff about him has come true, and that's got to tell you that something's wrong. Something's wrong. So stay close to God, pray, eat health, sleep, follow your dreams, vacation, whatever it is, just do it. Go out and do it.
all right. Thank you for taking the time out for this. And
Okay.
appreciate it.
Good talking to you, but talk to you
Yeah.
later.
And we'll just try to keep in touch.
I'm always around, man.
All right. You take care. Have a good day. All right.
You too, Larry. All right. Bye, Larry.
Thank you for listening and downloading. Please like, follow, comment, rate, and share the show. Don't forget social media to support the show. Use the handle on Twitter and Instagram at LJTrekker. That's ELJAYTREKKER.